Well, South Dakota's 2022 legislative session included millions in federal pandemic relief money, a feud between the governor and some Republican lawmakers, and the possible impeachment of Attorney General. And now that it's almost complete, 4 state lawmakers sat down to talk with KELOLAND's Tom Hansen about the session.
Democrats and Republicans don't always agree, but all 4 of the state lawmakers we talked with say this session was unlike any other they've experienced. We asked the 3 members of the House and a state senator about what was the biggest accomplishment of the 2022 session.
I think the biggest one is the one that everybody takes for granted, and that's getting the budget done. For me, that was the biggest accomplishment in this unprecedented year.
We're going to make some moves that are historic. We're putting $600 million into water projects across the state. Do you know how many years that would normally take us in about 30, 40 years? So we're going to be able to correct things. And you know what? Thank you, ARPA. Thank you to the administration. You know, we're doing workforce housing. We're doing water projects. We're doing some really critical things. We're building buildings that we wouldn't be able to do that are going to house programs and processes for healthcare and education. And to me, those are huge accomplishments.
Our biggest accomplishment this year was the 6% raise for state employees, schools, and our community providers. We know that there is a large inflation over last year to this year. And I would like to continue to see that percentage increase just so we can continue to be competitive in our wages and also competitive in our teacher pay from a national perspective.
State Senator Jim Bolin agrees that the 6% raise for state employees was a big accomplishment.
I'd also say I think that the use of the money, we tried to spread it out to a lot of different organizations, colleges, groups. Pretty much everybody was able to benefit. It wasn't just concentrated in one particular area. So I think that was a good accomplishment. Everybody got a little bit of the piece of the pie.
The 38th and final legislative day of the session is scheduled for 1 week from today on March 28th. Lawmakers will meet for consideration of vetoes. Tom Hansen, KELOLAND News.
And the House Select Committee on Investigation will also meet on veto day in Pierre. That's when the panel will decide whether to recommend the impeachment of South Dakota Attorney General Jason Brownsburg. The full House will then meet on April 12th to decide whether to impeach the Attorney General.